right. Let's see what we got going on in the world of YouTube. I got some flavored water with me here. Let's see what's been popping off in the world of metal nowadays.
And personally, I think 99% of reaction content is absolute trash, but whatever, it doesn't matter what I think. The fact of the matter is that these are super popular.
Oh boy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Channel Burton Entertainment. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is a video where I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and I've seen a lot of people share their opinion on it. And I kind of wanted to share my opinion on it, come from a smaller YouTube reaction channel. For those who don't know, Mckenty, who is the owner and the creator of the Punk Rock NBA, really popular YouTube channel and the metal rock community scene, said that 99% of reaction videos are trash, that they're not very good. And my friends over at PTB Empire, XavierMX, Metal Burb, Nick Nocturnal has made one, and I think a couple of people have made one as well on the response to this here. And so I kind of wanted to share my thoughts on the whole matter. There's a lot of things going on right now in the YouTube reaction community, like that I've seen a lot of like copyright stuff that people are, upset about, which is rightfully so. I completely understand that. But today I want to talk about why I personally think reaction channels are very useful and why I think people actually really do enjoy them as content. And I'm not just saying that because I do reaction channels mostly. If you know my channel, I do podcasts, I do thoughts on walks, I do a bunch of other content besides reaction, but the majority of my content is reactions. And so I just wanted to share my 2 cents on why I feel reaction channels are useful, and also to let you guys know this is not a jab towards Fenn. I think Fenn actually seems like a really cool dude. This is not a hate video towards him. I actually agree with a lot of his opinions, like when he talked about Wage War Manic saying it's their best album. I absolutely agree. I think Wage War Manic, it is their best album, and so I watch his content all the time, and I'm not going to stop watching his content. Honestly, he cracks me up sometimes. Like, he just like says what he wants to say, and it actually does make me laugh. But I also learn a lot about these bands, like bands I've never heard of before, and all these other artists that maybe I didn't know a lot of stuff about them, and I learn a lot from him. So I watch his live streams, I watch all of his YouTube videos, and so again, I just want to give 5 reasons why I think reaction channels are good and that they're not trash. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Start off this video kind of like an introduction to the video. I just want to first off say that I am a huge fan of reaction channels. I've been watching reaction channels before I even started doing reactions myself, and I never thought once that it was lazy or it was lame. I love reaction videos, and what I love about them the most is that every person that you watch is going to be so different than anybody else. For example, you got Nick Nocturnal, you got Hardcore, you got Devin Gibson, you got PTB Empire, you have Josiah, you have Richard Jambrand, you have XavierMX, you have all of these people who are so different when they give their critique on music that you really do gain a new perspective on certain songs. Because most of the time, all of these guys I have talked to a little bit, and we generally react to all of the same stuff. And it's fun to hear other people's opinions on the song. So I want to first start off and say that I am a huge fan of reactions. Like, I don't care if one of my videos does not do as well as another person's. I just like that people are watching the videos and that they can get other opinions. Like, for example, if Richard uploads a video the same time as I do and it's the same video, Richard's video is going to do better because he's been on YouTube for a while and people know more of who he is. I just started about a year ago almost, and so I don't get mad when somebody gets more views. I'm happy that people like my videos, but I'm also happy for my peers who do enjoy making the content that I make. So I wanted to start off and say as an intro that I love reaction channels. XavierMX was my main inspiration for doing YouTube reactions. I've been watching him the longest, and I absolutely love him as a person. So he was really the one that kind of inspired me to, like, you know what, maybe I can try this here. And he's really popping off. His videos have been fantastic. So that's kind of my intro to the video, but I do want to give 5 reasons why I think reaction channels are not trash, but also that they're really fun and that they're really awesome. So let's go and jump into the first one. The first thing and why I think reaction channels are fantastic is that, number one, that reaction channels are kind of like the radio for all types of metal hardcore, deathcore, any type of heavier type of music. On my channel, I've reacted to other types of music before. I've reacted to like Juice WRLD, I've reacted to Ed Sheeran, I've reacted to, I actually have a Taylor Swift reaction coming up here later today. And those types of artists, they don't need that push. Like, you can literally go to a grocery store, you can go to a mattress store, and you would hear Ed Sheeran playing all over, and you would immediately know who it is. If I were to hold up a picture of Ed Sheeran and Fit for a King, and I went to my neighbor and be like, "Hey, do you know who's this band right here?" They'd be like, "I have no idea," but they would absolutely know who Ed Sheeran is, just for an example. Like, those artists, as much as I do enjoy them, I do enjoy those artists. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy them. Metalcore and metal, they just don't have that same weight. And so I think it's really cool that all of these reactors react to the music, and people can find music that way. All you would have to do is like hit subscribe, and you can essentially have like a whole station of just music and find these new songs. That's what I did for the longest time. Like, anyone I listened to, like when I watched FRM Reacts, I would hit subscribe, and he would tell me, I would learn a bunch of new music from him. And I'm still learning all these bands that I've never heard before that I watch from his channel. I think it's fantastic. And yeah, some people could say, well, there's Octane, there's like Pandora. But the thing is, though, about Octane is that you have to pay for it. And then with Pandora, if you don't want to pay for it, there's a bunch of commercials, and ain't nobody want to deal with that. And with YouTube, essentially, it is free. I mean, yeah, there's going to be ads if you don't have YouTube Premium or those types of things. But essentially, it's kind of like promotion and like helping out the band in a way where, again, you can subscribe to any one of those channels that I talked about, and you can find good music that way. I can't tell you how many times I have found an awesome band from watching a reaction. Like, for example, again with Metal Burp, I found Sleep Token through Metal Burp, and I absolutely love Sleep Token. And so the benefit of that is, again, I kind of see it like a radio station where all these great songs are coming on, and I've found so much music that way. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like they're like radio stations, and I have found a ton of music through reaction channels. I think for number two, I think one of the biggest things actually is that it helps the bands immensely. I can't tell you how many times I've had a band reach out to me saying, "Thank you so much for reacting to it here." Just for example, I just did Scythe, their new song Revival, and they have messaged me multiple times saying, "Thank you for putting us on your channel and reacting to it and having a good time." I know it makes the bands feel good. And again, it's like literally it promotes the band. And as I mentioned before, these kind of bands don't get like radio play unless, again, it's like on Octane or Liquid Metal or those types of things. So they don't get that massive radio play, which, you know, you can always find bands that way, but I can't tell you how many bands that have reached out to me saying thank you. And I'm not trying to sound self-conceited with that. It's one of those things where I'm super grateful that they even do reach out to me on Instagram, or I'll tag a band, like for example Wage War. I know like Seth, the guitar player, has told me how grateful he is for the content, how much he likes me, how much he likes the reaction videos. Or Matty Mullins has told me that. He's told me straight up, like, "Dude, I love your videos," and he shares them to his story. And even well-known bands like that, they still appreciate us doing what we do. And I mean, not to get like super financially into it here, but most reaction channels don't make a lot of money. That's why most reaction channels have a Patreon. That way they can make any sort of money. Like right now, honestly, with my reaction channel, I am a small reaction channel. I was monetized, I don't know, like 9 months ago, and I maybe have $20 in my YouTube account because all the money that gets played goes to the label, goes to the band. And I'm okay with that because I love what I do. I love giving my opinion on songs. I love helping the band so they can get discovered. Even though I don't draw in a lot of traction as of right now, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. I know for the one person or a couple of people who watch my videos, I know that hopefully they're finding a new band that they enjoy and that they can go to Spotify or Apple Music or, heaven forbid, go buy a CD and some merch and support the band. Like, I love hearing that. I love when people say, like, "Because of you, I found this song and I absolutely love this band." That is one of the best feelings in the entire world. To me, it's never about the money. It's just about bringing entertainment and helping out the band. So that is my second reason on why I think reaction channels are super important. Well, for number 3, this one may not be so much of a pro, but I just felt like I wanted to put it in there, is that I love the reaction community. Everyone that has reached out to me who's a reactor, again, any of the bands who have reached out to me, or any of the bands that have replied to me or shared my reaction to their story on Instagram or shared it on their social media, there's something special about the metal and rock community that you just can't really find anywhere else. Like, again, FYM Reacts, I keep talking about him, but I absolutely love him, and Richard Janvern as well. I love those two guys because they have become two of my really good friends just by doing these reaction channels. Have I met them in person? I have not, but I've had the chance to sit down with both of them and to do a podcast, and I've talked to them like through Instagram or Facebook just to see how they're doing and just to see, you know, how's life going, and like we're all just like homies and stuff, and I think that's really, really cool. Like, you just don't get that in any other community, and I think all the reactors that I watch, at least, are very genuine, and they give all their opinions. Like, they're not worried about like people hating on them. They're not worried about people like loving them. They're just out there doing what they love and just sharing their opinion with music. And there's one thing that we all have in common, is that we all love this music, whether, you know, you don't like reaction channels or not. One thing that we have in common is that we all love the music, and we want to share the music with everybody that we come in contact with, because we know that music can save lives. I can't tell you how many times I've listened to a song, and that, I'm not saying music saved my life, but I'm saying that it definitely had an impact on my life, where there are some times I've felt like my life was over, or I was super heartbroken, or I was really depressed and I was addicted to certain things, and I can't tell you how many times a song would come on and it would help me kind of get out of that slump. And so I just want to share the music that's literally blessed my life with other people. Like, I am a man of God. I do believe in a God and his son Jesus Christ, and I believe that he did give me the power of music to help me through life, because I think he knew life would be hard, at least for me, and he gave me the power of music to kind of help me power through. And so whether you're religious or not, I want to pass what I love on to everybody else, and that's why I absolutely love doing my YouTube channel, because I know that it helps people. I've had people message me on Instagram telling me how much my channel has helped them, me being open with them about my depression and anxiety, and I've become really good friends with a lot of my subscribers, and I absolutely love that about this community. It's like, it's just so special. Everybody feels like family. I think the community part of reaction channels and people listening to metal, I think, is a really powerful and a really, really cool thing. The fourth thing that I want to mention about reaction channels, and this could be with any reaction channel, it could be like reacting to funny videos, reacting to what, like music like I do, that a lot of people think that reaction channels are lazy content. I don't think that reaction channels are lazy. I mean, yeah, there are some channels that literally throw in the camera, record, and that's pretty much it. I mean, look at my first video, and look at the introduction, how awkward it is.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Chandler, and today I'm going to be reacting to the brand new music video from the band Polaris called Vagabond. This is off.
I mean, it's pretty stiff and pretty awkward, but now look at a video that I just did the other day, and just look how much better it is and how much effort that I've put into the video. And I'm not saying that to be self-conceited. I just want to show how far I've come doing this channel so far. We're gonna build up to something cool? All right, let's do it. Spin it, brother.
Damn.
Woo! Oh, guitar work is sick. Oh, we got a block. Oh, yeah. I said, again, we are using other people's material to create our own content, but I still don't think it's lazy content, especially if you look at like Orion Reacts, how much effort he puts into his YouTube videos and how much editing he does. I guarantee you that that editing process probably takes a long time to do. Like, there's always something going on in his videos, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. Again, FYM Reacts is the same way, where he's put so much effort into his new videos. Like, he's mentioned me saying, like, this is taking forever to save. And I think that's really cool. And yeah, there are some improvements that I could do on my channel as well. I'm not saying I'm a perfect channel. I definitely need to improve on some things. Like, number one, I do need to work on my thumbnails. I do have a tendency to use custom-made thumbnails because sometimes I just don't want to make them, and I need to learn how to like take a picture from the reaction and put that on the thumbnail, and I have to be better at that. I know I have to be better at that. I'm trying to engage my audience more, like doing more like quick shots of my face or zoom ins or like showing the actual music video for a little bit. Like there's so many things that I'm still learning to do. And again, there are reaction channels that are starting out that are they're still trying to find their footing. I don't think it's lazy. I think they're trying to find their footing and what they want to try to do, because my first couple of reactions were very boring and very stale. I would literally just look at the camera like this, and that would be it. I'd be like, oh yeah, the song was really cool. But now I've kind of tried to turn it into where like I try to do a deep dive into the lyrics. I try to break it down, like if it's about depression, anxiety, or I'll even share a personal story about my life. And to me, that's not lazy. I feel like a lot of people, again, everyone's so different when they give their opinions on songs. Like again, Metal Burp can break things down in a really easy way about the song, and I tend to share, you know, something personal from my life because that's just how I like to go about listening to music, because that's how it's helped me. And so, I mean, yeah, reaction videos, you could just go through OBS, turn on the camera, record, and upload it to YouTube, but there's so much more to it than that. Like for me, I spend up to like 30-40 minutes sometimes editing a video to make sure everything looks good, all the sounds great. And so yeah, I don't think it's lazy content. I don't think that it's trash. I don't think that it's, you know, the easy content out there. It depends on what you do with it. And again, everybody has their own opinion. I mean, yeah, there are some people that are a better editor than other people. Some people don't have the technology to do it, and we have to keep that in mind as well. But again, I don't think reaction channels are lazy. Again, I've discovered so much music and so much, like, I've learned so much about music from watching other channels, and so to me personally, I don't think it's lazy. And the last thing that I want to say about reaction channels, it's going to sound kind of childish, but I'm just going to say it, is that they're just fun. I love watching people go crazy on camera. I love when people go, ooh, yeah, dude, that's sick. It's just awesome. Sometimes people don't have those friends who like metal. They don't have those people in their lives that don't like the type of music that they do. And so it's really cool to go on YouTube. You can literally type in, for example, Era Night of Silence, and you're going to find so many reactions to Era Night of Silence. And I think that's really cool. And it's like, when you listen to that music and you watch other reactors, it's like, you get that same reaction, except you're just not actually doing it. Like, you can be like, oh man, that guy's reaction was exactly how I was when I first listened to the song, like whether it was in my car or in my room. And it's just fun. I love when people leave comments saying like, your reaction was the same as my reaction. I love it. And I think that's so cool. And I think a lot of us forget that we're allowed to have fun. We're allowed to like enjoy what we do. Again, it's not about the money. It's about having fun, helping out these bands so that they can grow and that they can develop. Like, if I was in a band, like I am working on some new music right now and working on some vocal covers, I would be over the moon if somebody took the time to react to one of my vocal covers or react to the new music that my friend and I are making. Like, I would absolutely love that. I would be over the moon that people would take the time to edit the video, watch the video, and give their thoughts, whether they like it or not. I think that's an absolutely wonderful thing. So I think reaction channels are great, and I think the most important thing is that they're just fun. They're fun to watch. Again, as a fan, I still watch reaction channels. Like when I'm doing laundry or stuff around my house, sometimes I just have videos on people reacting to music that I've never heard of before, or videos that I've seen, so I can kind of watch their opinion on it. I love it. I think it's just pure fun. So in conclusion, again, this is not a hate video towards Finn. I did not say anything negative about Finn, and I do not have anything to say negative about him. He seems like a really cool dude. Honestly, like if I got a chance to communicate with him like on a personal basis, I wouldn't even mention anything like this at all. And again, I don't agree with everything that he says, but again, it's a matter of personal opinion. Like, you're allowed to have an opinion and you could still like somebody, you know? So I have no hate towards Finn whatsoever. Like, I see a lot of people just crapping on him and telling that his content sucks. His content definitely does not suck. He is really good at what he does, and I will still continue to support him as long as he does YouTube. I think he's really good at what he does. But I just wanted to give my overall thoughts and opinions on why I think reaction channels are really, really helpful and really good and just really fun. I don't think really any reaction channel is personally trash in my opinion, because I believe that people, again, are still trying to find their footing when it comes to it here. Like, there's a few reaction channels that I'm watching right now where I'm just like, I know eventually in time that their channel is going to get updated and that their channel is going to get better and better with time. And so I don't think it's trash. I think it's really cool to watch people start from essentially just a camera on their computer, giving their quick thoughts and uploading it to YouTube. And again, just like with everything in life, once you start something, you want to naturally just get better at it. And I hope and pray for the people who are starting out here, like, don't give up. Keep going, keep pushing forward here. Don't think that your channel is trash, because it is not trash. You are loved by the community. We love what you do. And I say start your reaction channel. I say if you're having doubts about it, I say just go for it. And again, I personally am not going to think it's trash. I'm going to be there to support people, to love people, and I think that's what's really cool about the reaction channel community, at least when it comes to the metal side of things. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that here. I want to thank everybody so much for watching this video here at Channel Burton Entertainment. Again, your love and support means the absolute world to me. And until next time, I hope you all take care. Much love to every single one of you guys.